people. I want to talk about proof and evidence. By looking at the signs, by looking at the conditions that my people have been in as far as coming up. When you look at prophecy, the Bible, right? When you look at prophecy, the Bible tells you everything in that. It's a lot. Don't Bible. That's right. They say it's all. It was written and this and that. How? That's my. I'm humbling myself at the same time, and at the same time, I'm still open, but I still have, to a degree, I understand what's going on. Still learning to time. How could you tell if the Bible is true? They are, don't they? Did they all years ago when we was in and everybody subscribed to the Bible is that pay attention to the signs? Years ago they would say this. When I was in my 20s, they would say this. When I believe, as far as from when I was in my, I always would say this is coming and the second coming, that and the third. How would you know we living at the time? But now, mind you, now people don't say. I used to say it myself. The Bible's a white man's book. If you would have asked me years ago, do you believe in? I'm gonna say between 2016 and 17, I'd have told you the Bible was a white man's book. I'd have told you I don't subscribe to that white man's BS. That's what I would have said. But now that 2018, I came of knowing different. I discovered that the Bible, everything in the Bible is real. Now, let's go back to this. How would you know if anybody is a true Jew or Ashkenaz Jew? How would you know? Ashkenaz are the fake Jews, but how would you know? Because you have people over in Israel claiming to be the real Jews, right? While you have our people, such as when young them, my was all young. Now that I came to the light, but they still coming, I believe. We didn't even know us walking around calling. We always thought that the people that had the wraps on their head and all that, we always said those were the real Jews. But when you look at Deuteronomy chapter 28, Deuteronomy chapter 28 said that his people is going to undergo some curses, right? He said they're going to undergo some curses. So how can they claim to be that when the Bible said that the Jews, the real Jews, will be in poverty? And the real Jews is in captivity. You see what I'm saying? Scattered all over the world. And he said he will gather them from the four corners of the earth. So if he gathered the true nations of Israel from the four corners, and those people that are claiming to be the real Jews, but the Bible said that the real Jews would fit the curses in the Bible, then that would lead you to be some math ain't adding up, right? And because the Ashkenaz fake Jews, they rich. The so-called Hispanics and blacks and Native American people are poor. So how can you tell if a person is a real Jew or not? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46, it says, Deuteronomy 28 and 46, these curses shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Just like if you look at, that restaurant right there. That restaurant is C-A-R-R-N-E something. I might be saying it wrong. But they got another one, like if you want to know where to go get your oil change, look right there. I don't know if y'all, hold on, wait a minute. I want to make sure y'all can see it. Like look straight ahead where my hand is pointing. Then you got S&S Sports Center. Now, Essence Sports Centers will let you know if you want to buy stuff for baseball and all that kind of stuff, and you want to go for an oil change. There's a sign to let you know right there. That's true. That's, you know, I don't know if y'all can see that. So let me go back to this here. He said these curses will be upon the children of Israel for a sign. When you look at a sign, it helps to identify what's in there. You know in there by looking at the sign. It helps you to know that you can go in there and you can buy food, you can buy food from grocery store. It's letting you know they got everything. The sign is at that grocery store or whatever. So when you ask the question, how do you know that the Bible is real? All you got to do from what I've been learning and from what I have read, just pay attention to the signs. The signs of the time will let you know it's real. You see what I'm saying? So those people how would you know who the real Jews are? Based upon, according to the Bible. According to the Bible. Because me, I don't run around here claiming myself to be something that I'm not. Because in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9, the Bible said, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. But I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They say they Jews. They say they be the real Jews, but they not. But he said the ones that grew up in poverty, the ones who fit the curses. Poverty is another word for curse. That's a curse, right? So based upon that, I can rely upon that, and I can say, when I compare my life to, when you look at all the other nations around us, they prosper more. They got their own business. You see what I'm saying? But we live in a certain hood to where we got to rely upon the other nations that already have. That equals to letting you know who the real Jews are. You see what I'm saying? So based upon that, I can rely upon that and trust in the Bible in that way. Have you ever heard people say trust and obey? So maybe that's something I'm gonna have a prophecy that I'm gonna have to put into practice. You know what I'm saying? Because he said that the real Jews would be in jail and poverty. More than likely, don't our people fill up the prison system more than anybody? I know a lot of family in there. I had family that actually got on the streets and didn't even survive the streets, and and died on the streets and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at all the signs and those prophecies, God is saying that the real Jews is the people that be in poverty. That's not me saying that. That's what the Bible says. So what I do, I'm learning how now. This is just to pay attention to the signs. You see what I'm saying? It will let you know who you are and what you identified as, because he said that a certain people will lose their language, their land, their identity, and their nationality. But you got this damn dude, what they call the vocab on here. Like I didn't watch all of the video. I'm gonna go back to the America who's been in poverty, losing their identity and under white supremacy, and he just went another way, trying to say inheritance means their identity, them being the real Jews is not basically what he's trying to say is not true. But based upon the Bible prophecy, he's wrong in that area. So that's all I wanted to say for right now. Leave your comments in the comment section and let me know what you think of this video. Give me your commentary on that. Anybody in the comment section. All right, I'm out. And then it's not about how you look. It's about nation of people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at people and tell and say this is what they are, and this is. You go by the Bible said their spirit are gonna have to bear. And I see, how would you know if the Bible is true? Look at the signs. How would you know if the Bible is true? Look at the signs. All right, I'm tired.